Class 8. Now we are going to start with the discussion of the question answer. That first part of it we have done, that is, and these are, you can say, thinking based. Okay, it means that you have to give your own viewpoint in these kind of answers. Okay, so now let us start. The first one, as we have done, should the scientist's findings be suppressed if they seem disturbing, or give reasons for and against the topic? Should scientists find this? We have discussed on that day that they should not. That's because this is not at all the way to come out of the solution, okay, or to come out of the problem and to find a solution. Because if we suppress any findings, like it happened, always add context to this chapter also, okay. Like suppose if you say that if these will be suppressed, this is not at all a way to come out with the answer, because the problem is still there. It is like it is only like blinding yourself, okay, right? When a cat sees a lion, but this doesn't mean the lion is not there. Lion is always there, okay. So what you have to do, rather than, you can say, suppressing the problem, one should consult a number of people or the experts related to that problem, so that the solution can be found. And it is only because of this that we will be able to get the answers to the world's greatest problems, right? In this chapter also, in Comet 2, James Fawcett's discovery, or James Fawcett's prediction that exactly after 10 months, Comet Datta is going to hit our planet. Okay, it is tried to be, you can say, suppressed. But ultimately, what is there? But ultimately, what happened? It is only by organizing a conference of the experts, the solution was found. Different people, they have come out with different kind of suggestions, and ultimately, on the basis of this, what happened? That they were able to find a solution to this problem, and that was, of course, luck that comet, it passed some 80 kilometers away from the surface of Earth, right? So, according to our opinion, or according to my opinion, these kind of findings should never be suppressed. Rather than you can say, a group view, okay, or a collective view, okay, group view or collective view, it must be taken into account. Okay, collective view means of all experts, collective view of experts. It must be taken into account in order to find the solution to that problem. Otherwise, the results will not be satisfactory. Fine. Now, do you think, next question is, do you think ours is a traditional society? And what are some of the things we do to be called as traditional? Okay. And do you find these things useless or useful? So what do you think? Do you think ours is a traditional society? Ours is a traditional society. Yes, of course, there is no doubt in this fact that our society is a traditional society, because in this society only are following the rituals which are followed by our forefathers, by our old generations. We are continuing those practices which are followed by our ancestors. And moreover, we should also not forget this fact that India is an ancient society. Whatever practices, or whatever, you can say, traditions and rituals, they are being, you can say, followed by us. It is ultimately what it is ultimately. It is ultimately the result of our old beliefs. Even the old saints and seers. Saints and seers means Sant Mahatmas. Saint and seers. They have also given us various ways to live life. And we are following these, you can say, the teachings of those people. Okay, we are, of course, following the teachings of those people. And it is just because of this reason that our society is, of course, a firm believer, or they Now I think it is unmuted. Some problem was there. So I think I'm repeating again. Yes. So ultimately what happened is there are many traditions which we are following, for which we don't know the reasons, but still we people are following those reasons. So when we are following those reasons, we are not knowing the exact reason behind it. So what we are thinking that they of course are meant for benefit. Okay, and we are following. For example, don't waste food or wastage of food, avoid wastage of food. This is one of the age-old Indian traditions. Of course, it is right, and it is of course beneficial for us. But some other traditions, like you can say, if I will take the example like related to washing of clothes and related to personal cleanliness, some of the traditions they are not at all acceptable. Okay, and what we think that they are ultimately cause hindrance, or they cause hindrance in our day-to-day process. So there is no reason of following those traditions. So ultimately what is there, that we should not follow all the traditions blindfoldedly, that we think that we have to follow these traditions, but ultimately what should happen? We need to come out of a way to judge better which traditions are beneficial for us and which are not, and we should do accordingly. Right? Next, give 2 or 3 examples to show how science has been useful to us. How science there is, I don't think so that no, you can say point here when we say that science is useful to us. Now give me a point, raise up your hands to tell me how science is useful to us. How science is useful to us. Science is of course useful to us. There is no other way. It has made our lives easy. It has made our lives easy. How? By the invention of yes, because of these technological equipments, we are making our lives easier. Okay, and it is just because of this reason that our day-to-day life has turned out to be easier. Okay, so this is how it is an example that science is making our lives easier. Okay, so this is one point that I have discussed. Okay, so now give other points that how science is useful. How science we are using daily? Yes. Online students also raise up your hands, please. Raise up your hands. Online ones, you can also raise up your hands. How science is useful? Predictions can be made for astronomy. Okay. For natural phenomena also, it is also useful in weather forecast. Okay, weather forecast. Okay, we can plan various practices according to it. Okay, in astronomy, like here in this chapter, a great disaster that is going to hit the earth is predicted beforehand, right? So for that reason, what happened? We need to what? We need to take precautionary measures, or we need to take preventive measures against it. Then how science it is of course helpful to control various diseases. Okay, so science has developed various vaccines, various medicines. Okay, and because of this we are able to control various diseases. And moreover, what else happens? Okay, some of the diseases, they are diagnosed at an early stage. Okay, now these days you know that robots have also been formulated. Robots which are performing surgeries. Okay, robots are also, you can say, invented, which are performing surgeries, and you can say robots have also, you can say, replaced human beings at many places. Then afterwards, where science is used, all the luxuries, okay, cars, all means of transport, okay, and all, you can say, factories which are making Our lives is of course because of science and the latest technological advancement is the internet, which has combined or which has united the entire world. So this is of course science, right? So science is really very beneficial for us, and it is quite beneficial for us, and it is just because of this reason that we say that science plays an important role in our day-to-day life, and it has been very useful for us. Now, online student, yes, Rhythm, Kritika, any point by you? Any points by you people? Manasvi, you want to speak anything? No, fine, okay. So next is, so the last question for this is, that is, give one example to show how science has been misused and has as a result been harmful to us. How science has been harmful to us. Now, who will raise up your hands? How science, just think for a while that how science has been harmful for us. Huh? Various chemical, and okay, can she saying chemicals use? Yes. Illegal, how illegal use of it? In hacking, okay. Okay, right. This is one aspect. What about you, Partha? Means which is affecting entire world. Hacking is only affecting those people who are, you can say, who are using that technology. I'm saying that how science can be misused. Chemical, release of chemicals, okay. So online ones, any suggestion that how science is affecting, how science is not useful? Yes. Yes, how science is not useful. Rhythm, yes. Kritika, your point. What happened to you both today? What happened? Yes. Chemicals release. Right. So I think so that the greatest misuse of science is development of nuclear weapons. Right? Okay. So according to my opinion, that the greatest, you can say, drawback or misuse of science is what? Development of nuclear weapons. Is development of nuclear weapons. Okay, so there are many side effects of these nuclear weapons apart from causing death and destruction. These, you can say that these nuclear weapons, they no doubt cause death and destruction, of course. But what is there? They are also responsible for causing what? They are responsible for causing mutation in genes. Mutations are produced in genes. Because of this, its effect can be seen in forthcoming or in number of generations that are coming forward. For example, the greatest example of this is development of atomic bomb. Okay, this atomic bomb, which when first of all used by America on two cities of Japan, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So at that time, what has happened? What happened? Okay, that the effect of these nuclear radiations, they can be seen even after, you can say, thousands of years in the generation of the people. Yes, so of course, many like these kind of incidents, they are, you can say, taking place. Okay, so these atomic bombs, okay, nuclear bombs, they are invented for destruction of mankind, but our sole purpose of science is to do betterment of people, but not to destroy people from earth. So this is one of the, you can say, greatest misuse of science that is being done. Okay, some people who are with destructive minds, those who want to destroy the things, they want to have complete hold over us, and it is just because of this reason that what they are doing, they are trying to invent these kind of, you can say, nuclear bombs, atomic bombs, and which are ultimately causing death of people on earth. And that if no mankind will survive, no man will survive on this earth, whom they will rule? Thing is this now, whom they will rule? They also need human beings to rule. So ultimately, this is one of the, you can say, side effect. Now, biological weapon, which is of course coronavirus is being called that this is a biological weapon. What is this? This is of course an invention, okay, which is causing harm to people, right? So science of course has misuses. If it is in wrong hands, it will cause lot of problems. So what we need to take care is, we need to take care of, you can say, one need to be ethical, okay, one need to be ethical, or one need to have ethics in order to, you can say, make wise use of science. Otherwise what will happen? There will be destruction, there will be death, and ultimately loss of life from this earth. So only a wise man will know how to use science, and this is what it is going to be explained, okay. Now here, see, in the next part, there is given think it over. It is given when a person has never flattered you, suddenly discovers all your qualities. He either wants to con you or needs something urgently from you. No, yes. Okay, so this happens. Sometimes a person is not knowing you, but when he comes to know that you are good in writing, you are good in, you can say, doing your work regularly, he will try to develop friendship with you so that he can get your answers, he can have, you can say, access to your notebooks and all that. This is, I'm talking about your student life. Okay, so these kind of people, what should be our, you can say, action against these kind of people? What should we do? We need to stay away from these kind of people. You need to be, okay. So next is the last one. It is given here. Be generous in complimenting others. The secret of happiness is to make others believe that they are the that they are the cause of it. Yes, be generous in complimenting others. Complimenting others means to give compliments to others, okay, to acknowledge qualities of others, to appreciate them. Yes, you are good at, okay. So you should do that. The secret of happiness is to make others believe that they are cause of it. Means ultimately the final answer to this is that is love humanity. If you have love for humanity, you will appreciate others, and you will also think that other people, they are responsible for your happiness. Okay, your happiness lies in the happiness of others. You will never remain happy by hurting others, by affecting others. But what the thing is that you will be happy only when you will help others, try to acknowledge good qualities of other people, try to appreciate them, be concerned with your own work, never try to, you can say, play with the feelings of others. Okay, never try to hurt anybody, never harm anybody. Okay, so these are the things. These are questions. These think it over. It is just for general discussion that we have done. Right? Fine. Okay. So I hope that with this your literature part is complete. Okay. Any doubt to any student? That's fine. Okay. Now, after that, for grammar also your syllabus is almost done. Okay. Now, after completing this chapter, by tomorrow, you just again tell you people